its architectural styles, and many others were settled. Is where architects such as Philip Johnson who helped define new standards. He was born in July 8, 1905 in Cleveland, Ohio, and he died on January 25, 2005. The American architect began working on his passion way before he was arrested, which got him kicked out of the firm in New York. Then he moved to Connecticut. He studied on design and building for years until a law was passed that made him go back to school to finish his studying. He did not enjoy too much. He disliked it and saw no need for it. One of Philip Johnson's greatest achievements was his contribution to define what is now known as international styles. These styles originated in 1920s along modern architecture. These styles focus mostly on the architecturals, and it did not follow the form-follow functions as modern architectures. Characteristics of international styles are its rectilinear form, both vertically and horizontally, long plane surface stripped away from any form of ornamentation or decoration. His most famous examples being the Crystal Cathedral located in Orange County in California. It is the largest glass building in the world. The church was commissioned by Robert Schuller and completed in 1980 by Philip Johnson with the help of John Burgess. The materials in this church were a response to the client demands, as Schuller requests for the church to be open to the skies and the surrounding. The plan of the Crystal Cathedral is quite interesting, since it is a modification of the commonly used cross shapes that end in pointedly and all around. This magnificent building is capable of using housing a congregation of 3,000 people.
It is said that there are two times when an architect famous for building skyscrapers and large buildings are likely to be found designing homes. At the beginning of their career, when nobody will trust them with anything else, and at the end of it, when they have proven themselves and can lay back and enjoy the pleasure of refining a small-scale design. Philip Johnson achieved note as an architect with the house that he designed for himself, the Glass House, in New Canaan, Connecticut. It was considered one of the greatest residential buildings of the 20th century, and is better understood as a pavilion for viewing its beautiful surroundings. It was in Johnson's mind to use glass walls so that the visitor can enjoy the ever-changing beauty of nature, and be almost part of it in a house that is seamlessly integrated to the landscape. The house is anchored to the cylinder structure in the home, and everything revolves around it. And although you might think, how can anyone live in a house like this, you might be surprised. It has a simple living area, a fully functional kitchen with the necessary stove and icebox and cabinets for storage, a bedroom with a desk, a dining area in which Philip Johnson drank his coffee every morning with a view of the north, which is important since from that point one can see the overlapping of the elements that compose the building, inside and out. The name Glass House refers not only to the house, but also to the whole 5 acres of land owned by Philip Johnson in New Canaan, Connecticut. The 5-acre campus also houses many other buildings, such as the Brick House, which was also designed and done by Johnson. It was built facing the Glass House. It began and ended construction alongside it in 1949. The Glass House campus also contains several galleries. The most interesting looking one is the Monster, which was also designed and built by Philip Johnson. In conclusion, Philip Johnson helped map several styles of architecture. Most importantly for him was the international style. His diverse portfolio of projects, ranging from skyscrapers all around the world and interesting home designs, are admired all around the world.